Because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
You thought the game was over, but it's only just begun.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to Late Night Massacre, where no one is safe. I want to go over some news on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game, which I am so excited for. Week by week, guys, we are waiting and we are being very patient, and finally have some new news on the last map, which is the gas station. You have the family house, you have the butcher place, now you have the gas station. 3 maps on release, and I kind of want to go over, there was some video that did come out on the gas station, but they were leaks. I want to leave the leaks to where the leaks are. Once official video does come out, I will cover it, but I will definitely tell you guys just in general of what this map looks like. Does it look different from the other 2 maps that we've got from the technical test, the tech test, I should say, and other things like that. So I want to go over some news on Johnny as well, because I think there's some interesting things to really take from that. So let's get straight into all of the news here. Now, first, this gas station map, I gotta say, even looking let's look at the front of the gas station. I took some screenshots from the leaks, at least a couple of them when Sissy was being played as. It looks really good. I mean, looks exactly identical to the movie. I mean, you have the cook's truck that's sitting out there, which is great. I mean, just what they have done from the movie to a video game, and just, you know, going to the sites and revisiting these films and really taking care of this thing really well, and keeping it so original is probably one of the most important things. You know, the cook comes here, you know, cuts up the bodies, you know, cooks the bodies, you know, cooks human flesh. Hopefully we get to see that kitchen a little bit. We get to see, like, you know, the oven, you know, and, you know, the hanging body parts and stuff, the inside body parts of all the human beings that have gone through this place, which I think is going to be pretty cool. And then really going further into it, I mean, they released some official photos as well. These are just a couple that I did take earlier, but, you know, even what really kind of amazed me too is you can actually go out to, like, right to the road. Now, I don't know if you can go into the actual road and go down the street, which you probably can't. I don't think this is even an exit for survivors. This really looks like, as of right now, it's just you can run all over the place in the front of the gas station. So I saw Sissy literally walk all the way to the main road, and then I don't think you can actually walk on the road, which is interesting, because I actually want to see, like, can you actually, like, go all the way in the front of the gas station? And it seems like you can. You just can't go way too far, so, you know, to make it that interesting. Now, some official photos that did come out of this, I mean, there were some, you know, better photos. Now, this was daytime photo of Sissy in front of the gas station. Now, there's some weather cycles, time cycles in this game, which they did tell us recently. There's going to be a nighttime cycle, daytime, dusk. I mean, you name it. You know, mid-afternoon, 5, 6 o'clock. There's going to be some really good, I mean, at least they changed the times, and things just look differently with the weather, which is pretty cool. Even at nighttime, and that's a whole new thing with this game. Now, it's not going to be pitch black out, because as a survivor, you definitely need to see. As a family member, you definitely need to see as well. But I actually like the nighttime cycle really well, and it's going to be lit up really nice. I saw some videos of it being lit up very nicely, and you'll be able to see everything. It's not going to be pitch black. You're not going to be, like, lost on where to go, and it's going to be hard to play. It's going to be perfectly fine. They just add a little bit of a light shader on in it, so you're not completely blind while walking in the dark doing things. So this is Johnny in front of the gas station. Looks fantastic. And then here is one other place of this map at the gas station, which is called Leatherface Lair, which is kind of nuts. I mean, this is just obviously you have to create things as they go in this game, and you have to make things interesting. So Leatherface must have his own lair, which, you know, maybe this was something they had in the movie and just didn't want to put it in there or whatnot. But this is Leatherface's lair, where he cuts up all the bodies. Obviously, you see the bodies hung up on the left side. You see tables with bodies on them. You see, obviously, Obviously the blood buckets where you can collect the blood as the family member. There's a lot of different things here. There's skeletons that are strung up you know, by chains and all these different things, which I think is really cool. So this is obviously another part, probably in the basement most likely, where you're going to you know, go through this whole entire place. But I gotta say, I was actually really surprised at how much they put into this map. I didn't know how they were going to go about the gas station map at all. Now I know people are going to say, well, it looks exactly the same as the other two maps, and when it comes to like the grass, the outside, the dirt, I understand all of that. It looks very similar, no doubt. But when you actually go through this gas station map, there are things that look a little differently. Things are placed in different spots. You know, you can hide I think the gas station map is going to be the map where you can hide very easily on it. There's actually a lot of taller grass on this map and some big bushes where you can really hide very nicely that they weren't as big on the other maps. So getting around is going to be kind of nuts. So you're going to have a basement on this map, obviously, because the survivors have to start somewhere on this map. So you're always going to have a basement. So obviously we didn't see all these extra parts in the movie, but they have to do something for this game to make it into an entire different level. Like I said, the gas station was going to release. We didn't really think we were going to really see that much, you know what I mean? We weren't going to see too much out of it, but you know, you're not just going to walk around the outside of the gas station and that's the whole entire map. There's a basement, there's everything to it, so that's great. 2 exits as usual for each map cycle, which is pretty cool. So I mean, there's some loops, there's some different the gas station map around like the backyard of the gas station, all that, all, you know, it's very different. You know, everything's gonna look, you know, relatively like the gas station is not too far from the main house of the game, of the movie, I should say. So you're going to see a lot of similar things, and people are going to complain because it's going to look, oh, it looks the same, there's nothing different. Well, you're in the same area, you're in the same state, and it's going to look relatively the same because you're just in the same area. But how they make different things between the basement to when you come up to the main floor of the gas station and what you could do, there's a lot more in the back of that gas station. There are a lot of places to hide, a lot of nooks and crannies to go through as a survivor. So there's a lot going on here. So I would like to show actual video of it, but I can't. I don't want to show leaked video, rather show official video as of right now. But so far this has looked pretty good. Now the last thing I definitely want to go over as of right now is Johnny. Now, Johnny's so interesting, and I feel like when these characters do appear in the game at full release, they're going to tinker with some things. People are going to complain about some of these things. I think Johnny's going to be a real big cheat code, as you could see right here. He could sense footprints. He has a hunting ability where he goes on the ground, checks out a survivor footprint, and will follow those footprints. There is a yellow trail that follows in front of you, and you literally follow it. And you could literally go find somebody and kill them pretty easily. So the thing that was interesting about this ability for Johnny is that when it happens, I don't think you could sprint. I think you can only run. I think you can only walk. See how he's sprinting right here? I think once he actually activates this ability, I think he can only walk as slow as possible. So it might balance out the character a lot. But if you guys notice, once he uses this ability, it goes down really slow. Like I'm saying, this ability is pretty long. It's not short. Like, you know how the cook can hear things and can kind of put an x-ray of a survivor on the map to everybody, which I think is a pretty good ability for the cook. But this right here could be a big cheat code for the game, and hopefully if the timer was a little bit more short, I could say it's a little bit more fair. But with him walking, that might balance it a little bit. So once he uses that hunting ability and he starts walking, I guess him walking you know, instead of running, is going to balance out that specialized skill a little bit better. And I'm really hoping so, because really you just see him walking right here. He's not sprinting while this ability is on. So it's going to be very easy to use Johnny and to tell everybody of the rest of the family members, friends that you're playing with, that they're in this area, they're this way, or something like that. So if you're looking, especially if you're looking for one more survivor or the last survivor that's on the map, which is going to be really interesting too. So I'm kind of wondering if this is going to be a big cheat code for the game with Johnny. Not really sure, but I mean, I can't wait to play as him. I think he's going to help tremendously. I don't know if he can crawl through spaces and stuff like that. I'm not really sure if he could do all that. I know the cook can, and we know the hitchhiker could crawl through the little barricades and the little slips through the walls and stuff like that. I don't know if Johnny can do all that. Probably not, because they want to keep every family member different and not similar, which I do respect that a lot. So I'm actually really excited to see what Johnny brings to the table of this game and how much of a cheat code he actually is. And I say cheat code, guys, because that ability is, that timer is pretty long, and I guess because when he's walking slow, it might, like I said, it might balance it out a little bit more. So this should be very, very interesting going down the pipeline to this game, and using Sissy as well to see if the combination works with both of them too. But I like the hunting ability a lot, I really do. It's kind of telling you where somebody is, but not really. Like, you have to, those footprints can go anywhere, but as a survivor, you're not going to know if you're being followed by Johnny at all, and that's going to be probably the biggest thing. See, at least with the cook, when he as a survivor, when the cook does spot you with his hearing ability. With Johnny's ability, a survivor is not going to hear that or know that Johnny is on the trail of you, so you always have to keep watch for Johnny. I think he's going to be a very dangerous character in this game. I feel like, I think he's going to be pretty powerful in this game. They might have to lessen some things with him. I mean, yes, the game is going to come out. There's going to be issues, not really issues with, because I thought the servers went pretty well. I think for a tech test, they really took their time. Now, this game has already been pushed back 2 times. We finally have a release in August, which is very close, and a lot going on here. So that's all I really want to go over the gas station map a little bit. It's going to look, there's a lot of different obstacles behind the gas station. It might look small, like it's a very small map, but it's actually not. There's a lot going on behind that gas station. A lot of combination of routes to go through and little things to do. And as a survivor, you're going to have fun going around that map. And as a family member, it should be a lot of fun coordinating to kill these survivors and get to them. So, and like I said, I think I really want to see with Johnny's hunt ability, like how much is it going to affect the game? Is it going to be way too much where they have to dim it down a little bit? The timer is just way too much in my opinion. It's a long, if the timer is that slow, he can walk for a long time to go follow one person's footsteps, which gives him a crazy unfair advantage in a lot of ways. So let me know what you guys think about Johnny, his ability. Is he a cheat code? And this and obviously this gas station map, do you think these maps are going to look way too similar? And obviously we just saw like Leatherface's lair, which is pretty cool, so that's most likely in the basement. So we're gonna have a basement obviously for every game, because that's where all the survivors start, so it makes all that sense. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video as well. We'll have more Texas Chainsaw Massacre content coming out, and obviously when the game comes out, we will be streaming with a bunch of friends and having a good time, learning how to play this game a little bit better and seeing if we can become masters at it. So definitely check out those streams, definitely subscribe to the channel if you guys have it. Make sure you keep running, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.